All right, next segment. Good day, once again, everyone. Lance Mechanist. Next segment of our tour of the Southern Heritage Railway Museum. Now, this is actually a bit interesting because this part of the museum covers the World War II involvement of the museum. Let's see. The outbreak of war, of course, let's see. Southern states played a major role in World War II by supplying about 20 billion boards, the length of about 20 billion boards, enough to fill 1 million freight cars to World War II. Let's see. And as I mentioned before, it was involved in the Higgins boats, which was, of course, vital to the World War II effort. Let's see. Paper mills ran, of course, around the clock. Let's see. Fuel, oil, gasoline, tires, sugar, shoes, meat, and other staples were rationed. People were urged to turn in tin cans and other kinds of scrap metal, surplus tires, and other rubber articles, even worn-out silk and nylon hosiery, all for conversion to wartime articles. During this time, Dr. Catherine Terrell was born right in Longleaf Parish. She began collecting World War II memorabilia. It began with 2 patches that were sent to her by her Uncle Frank. Years later, her sister Dorothy also became interested in the hobby, and the two amassed quite a collection. By using these artifacts, we are able to tell the story of World War II and relate its connection to Longleaf, Louisiana. As you can see here, we've got, servicemen, hymns, and anthems. Let's see. Hoping I'm holding that right. They've got, some religion cards. Purple Heart awarded posthumously. This actually, There's actually a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star awarded here. Let's see. Purple Heart was originally established by General George Washington at Newburgh, 7 August 1782 during the War of the Revolution. The decoration was revived by the War Department on February 22nd, 1932, the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, thus paying respect to his memory and recognition of his military achievements. It is awarded to persons who, while serving in any capacity in the Army of the United States, are wounded in action against an enemy of the United States, or who, since 6 December 1941, are killed in action, and who die as a direct result of wounds received in action. The following is a brief description of the Purple Heart. The decoration consists of a purple enameled heart within a bronze border, of which is mounted in relief a profile head of George Washington in military uniform. Above the enameled heart is the shield of Washington's coat of arms between 2 sprays of leaves of green enamel. On the reverse, below the shield and leaves, without enamel, is a raised bronze heart with the inscription "For Military Merit," under which is engraved the name of the recipient. The medal is suspended by a rectangular-shaped metal loop with corners rounded from a silk moire ribbon of purple centered with white edges. In posthumous awards, the Purple Heart, the commanding general, Philadelphia Quartermaster Depot, is directed to engrave and ship the decoration direct to the proper next of kin. Usually 15 days time is required after receipt of notice of reward for the engraving, packaging, and shipping of the decoration. Recipients of posthumous awards of the Purple Heart may display the decoration in any manner desired, except that decoration is not authorized to be worn by them. So, signed J.A. Ulio, Major General, the Adjutant General, on the 31st of January, 1945. Okay, so, let's see. Got some patches here These, I believe if I'm reading the description right, these are used by the Flying Tigers, the 14th Air Force, who American pilots who flew for China to protect China before America really got involved in the war. Over here, we've got there is a series of field manuals for the American soldier in World War II. Management, individual clothing, Army Air Force Field Manual, the Army Cook Basic Field Manual, fire protection, camouflage, uniform insignias. Speaking of insignias, there is a laundry list of patches and badges here. Let's see. I can't go into full detail of what all of them are because it doesn't look like there's really a list or description of what all of them are, but needless to say, there are a lot of them, and some of them are actually basically self-explanatory. I'm really hoping. Can you tell I'm not used to holding a selfie stick with a camera? Yeah, I'm not really used to holding it. So, I have no idea if I'm getting the right camera angles or not. I hope I am, but, well, that's between you and me. Let's see. Well, there's a few patches that are basically self-explanatory. The old iron sides, hell on wheels, and spearhead, emblems of the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Armored Divisions. Let's see, Artillery, Infantry School, Reserve Command, U.S. Health Services. And then switch to wide angle or long angle. A series of emblems. Let's see, soldiers wear a wide assortment of insignia, ribbons, medals, badges, tabs, and patches. Each device represents a soldier's accomplishments or that of his or her unit. It is a great source of pride and accomplishment. What is actually impressive is that, as I said, this entire collection was collected by just 2 women. Dr. Terrell and her sister. Sadly, I believe, if I remember correctly, both of them have passed, so it is not possible to speak with them on their involvement in getting this collection put together. Let's see. Commissioning pennants. That's a commissioning pennant for the United States Navy. Let's see, for a commissioned Navy ship. Long streamer with the colors of the Navy. Blue at the hoist, 7 white stars, and a single longitudinal stripe of red and white. The pennant is flown at all times as long as the ship is in commissioned status, except when a flag of an officer or civilian official is on board and flies his own personal flag in his place. Let's see. We've got some pictures here. One, I believe, USS White Plains. That is that's an escort carrier. Let's see. Hang on a minute. There we go. Yep, White Plains, USS White Plains, CVE 66, escort carrier. Let's see, that looks like a merchant ship, that's a merchant ship, all right. And of course, that is a fleet carrier, but it does not say if it is one of the Lexington class, the Enterprise class, or what. And there's no identifying number on the island to see which one it is. Then let's see, we've got what looks to be a Fletcher-class destroyer next to a... dang it. Well, it's next to a cruiser, a Buffalo-class or Baltimore-class cruiser. And then one of the older battleships with the basket mast. Alrighty, so moving on to the other side, we've got a, let's see, a teapot. Dang it. Sorry. A teapot hand-delivered to the U.S. by the Royal Navy for England and democracy. Also got some identification tags for America and also for, I think these are all American identification tags. There were a lot of different designs. Let's see, Morse code, the star ribbons for those who had sons, husbands, brothers deployed. Let's see, the blue star meant that they were active, the gold star meant that they had fallen. Let's see, of course, some German memorabilia here. Got a World War II steel helmet, a German officer's Luger holster, and a Japanese helmet. Let's see. A Japanese phrase book to show, soldiers how to speak some Japanese. A few belts, items, things of that nature. Even a spent shell, artillery shell. Let's see. In case you're wondering why I don't just switch the view around, to be quite honest, well, I don't know how to switch the view around while in the camera. So, let's see. Well, I might just do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that, and I'll save the face view for later on. So let me go ahead and stop this video here, and let me switch around to the other camera so you can see what I see.